Good morning. Oh, well, for some of you it's evening. So if where you are it's evening, then good evening. But hello, my name is Sandra, and welcome to my channel From Lack to Legacy. On this channel, we are all things money, investing, and mindset. In particular, how to go from a scarcity mindset to a mindset of abundance. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, please stay. If you are catching this live, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Y'all know the drill. Hit those buttons, any of them down below. You cannot go wrong. A like button, a dislike button, it don't matter. It's all engagement. Just hit it. Just hit that button. All right. If you're returning, I love y'all. I do not have subscribers. I have friends and family that put up with my shenanigans. And so I'm forever and eternally grateful for my friends and my family that are so supportive. So I see we got somebody here. Hey, y'all. Hey, say hey. Don't be rude. Don't come into the living room and don't say hey. Hey. What does I want to tell y'all? Same old, same old. I'm still here in Da Nang. I had to get up early to get this walk in. I have figured it out that by 8 o'clock, the time that I was getting out is too late because it's sunny and it's hot. And I noticed this morning, Vietnamese people, no, this is period. All throughout Southeast Asia, people are up early. They get it. They get up before the sun and they get out. I was up at 3 o'clock this morning, and at about, I want to say somewhere between 4:30 and 5 o'clock, this beach was rocking. Look at it, y'all. It's 6 a.m. here, and people are up and out and enjoying the beach at 6 a.m. I wish y'all could see this crowd. I'm going to walk down there. I am not at my old hotel. I was not even a hotel. I was at the Tia Resort, and it was great. It was truly a 5-star experience, truly. I have transferred to another hotel that is not a 5-star experience, but it's nice. The views are magnificent. It's got all the stuff, but it's not the Tia, and nothing's gonna compare to that, so it's not even fair. It's a nice hotel. Would I stay at it again? Yeah. I'm on like the top floor. The view is great, but y'all, the carpet in the hall smells like fresh ass. I said what I said. I'm like, you could tell they tried to clean the carpet or they sprayed some stuff, but I can't wait to get out that hallway. I get in and out that hallway as fast as I can. It's like, it smells like fresh booty. I'm like, I can't. I feel like that's something my grandboy would say. He'd be like, Dee Dee, this smell like fresh booty. But that's what it smells like, y'all. And so that's enough for me. I'm 4 days here. Hey Brenda, hey Jay Wright, welcoming your wellness. Hey, other than that, y'all, I can't complain. It's the biggest bed I ever saw in my life. It's like they took 2 full beds and pushed them together. Would you all look at this surf? You can walk all the way out there. Look at how far this beach stretches. I can't remember the last time I saw a beach this wide where, you can walk literally. I can walk out and show y'all. You can literally walk. You see how far out there walking? And look how far back that beach goes. I think maybe in Spain I saw a beach this wide. I don't know. But y'all look at the folks over here dressed alike. When I tell y'all, oh, I see what he's doing. It's what I notice is that you see a lot of Chinese tourists. When I went to the Grand Canyon, I swear to God, it was like busloads. This is too cute. They all got on they got on matching outfits. Everybody got on the same pattern. It's like one big old family field trip. I'm not mad. It is. It's beautiful. But it feels a little weird. I'm used to little shallow beaches, but I saw folks out But see, the one thing I know about this is it'll switch up on you. I'll be standing here, and the next thing you know, I'll be standing knee deep in some beach water. I'm not trying to do all of that, but I just wanted to walk out so y'all could see how deep, and where that break is. I think you could basically walk out to that break. I saw people out here surfing. The waves are gentle. I thought about it. I said, but see, if I were to surf, y'all already know I wouldn't even try to stand up on that board. I would just ride on my belly. I would just walk the board out to that wave, lay down on my belly, and let the waves bring me back. But see, that's what I'm talking about. Look, I'm already, that thing will switch up on you and you'll be standing knee deep. Let me get my butt out of here because I don't want to be wet. I want to be wet this morning. So, what y'all want to talk about today? I don't have anything to really talk about except for Da Nang is beautiful. I should be arranging a tour today. Off in the distance, you can't see it, but I've never seen this before anywhere in Southeast Asia. There's a lady Buddha. Most of the Buddhas are men. But in Da Nang, they have a lady Buddha. It's a big white statue. And I'm sure it's something else around it. So I want to try to get to see the lady Buddha. Of course, can't come to Da Nang and not see the lady Buddha. And I want to go see the Dragon Bridge. But everybody told me to wait till the weekend because on the weekend it spits out fire and water or something. It's like a show. So I will wait till tomorrow or Saturday to go see the Dragon Bridge. It's that yellow bridge. And I don't know if it's got two heads. I know one of the heads that spits out the fire. I can actually see it from the rooftop bar, but it's not close. You know, I'm gonna see if I could get some footage of it. So that's on my list. And the other thing is, have you all seen that bridge with the hands? It's called the Golden Bridge, but it looks like it's just held up by these two hands. That's not too far from here. So I definitely, you can't come and not see the Golden Bridge. So those are the things I have to do. And I still got to go pick up those last two dresses. I think I told y'all I had 4 dresses made. And the first 2 I picked up, one was a hit, one was a definite miss. The silhouette is all off. I should know better. It's like a straight little tunic dress, and I know those don't work for me because, I'm 5'4". I need something to kind of break up my middle section. So the wrap dress was perfect. And I will tell you this, if you're going to be out traveling, ladies, a wrap dress will be your friend because that dress is so versatile. I'm very pleased. I could use that dress to just, be walking in the streets. You could wear it to the temples. It was a good one. So I don't even feel bad. But what the tailor did, the construction of the dress, the sewing, the fitting, beautiful. She didn't pick them ugly A patterns I picked. I picked that ugly fabric. I picked the silhouettes, and so I can't even be mad. Would I recommend that you get something made? Yes. But I would say have a picture or, have something in mind, like something you really want. I didn't. I just walked in and looked through her patterns. So, But they have the ability, they have the skill to make anything. I mean, just anything. And that dress was made in 24 hours. The wrap dress fits beautifully. I wore it yesterday. That other dress, child, I might make some pillows out of that dress or whatever. Or I might give it away while I'm here. But ain't nobody, that's kind of hard to do because everybody is so tiny. Y'all know, I'm a thick'em. So I'm thicker than a snicker. So that dress is probably, it's not going to be practical for somebody to get to somebody. This end of the beach, y'all, this is Gin Pop. I'm out here in Gin Pop. Y'all know on my end of the beach when I was down there at Tia, it was nobody. Not nary a soul, only the guests. It's a private beach. But to be honest with you, I like this better. What the heck? I like this so much better. I like, hey Zakia, hey. You can even just use the fabric to make a wrap dress. I don't know. The dress that I got is a sheath. It's straight. Not even a sheath. It's like a dashiki. It's just straight. I asked her because she put some darts in. I think she was done with me because I got the dresses for like, I think I paid 30 some dollars. You know, I don't know. And I'm not the best negotiator, so I don't even know if that was a great price. But what I do know is that I couldn't have gotten anything made anywhere in the US for no 30 nothing dollars where you pick the fabric, you know, custom made. The dresses fit beautifully. That wrap dress it fits beautifully. I'm so pleased because, and I'm tell you why I love a wrap dress. Because I put the dress on, went to breakfast, ate like a little piggy. My belly was all bloated because, you know, I ate the croissants. I ate it all. I was able to unloosen that belt. I was like, oh, what? This is a bendable, expandable dress. Shit, man. It looked just as good. I just let that belt out a little bit. Oh, I couldn't get the chat to work. I'm so sorry. Hello, everyone. Hey, hey. What? Why would anybody think you were being rude? Y'all know, first of all, I had to stop to read the chat. I had to stop, put my glasses on, so I wouldn't know. So y'all let me know if it's somebody down in, because usually, not usually, but it is not uncommon to have somebody slide in there and just be mischievous to troll. So it hasn't happened in a while, but that happens periodically. But I don't think there's anything we could say to one another. I think everybody's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm walking the opposite way today. You know, you see that big old hotel down there in the distance? That one right there? That's right next door to where Tia was. So that from there to here to this spot is about an hour. That's an hour walk. Can you believe that? It looks so close. It's actually an hour. So I've walked that way. I'm gonna walk this way for an hour and see where that takes me. But I will tell you this is totally different from the Tia Inn. First of all, the Tia Inn is not this deep. It's a lot shallower. You see how far out those people are? They were out surfing. I'm telling you, who'd have ever thought it? Da Nang is really beautiful. But okay, so let me tell y'all this, because there's two parts or two ways I would describe Da Nang. In terms of natural beauty, it's just naturally beautiful. You see the palm trees, you see the green, beautiful mountains, the beachfront, it's undeniable. But child, when you pull off and get on the road and just start driving through, I heard somebody describe it this way. And when they said it, I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. I don't want to be disrespectful. You know, I'm never trying to be disrespectful wherever I am. But someone said it looks a little post-apocalyptic. And it does, because you could have like these beautiful tall structures, and right next to it is like an abandoned building, or it's so strange. It's so strange. You could have like these big old beautiful hotels, and then, I mean, literally right next door, it's a pile of rubble, like real rubble. And so I don't know what happened. I don't know if they're building up or what, but I can tell you this, that big old hotel structure down there, I think Da Nang receives cruise ships. I think there's a cruise port somewhere around here. I know it is, because I don't understand how they could possibly fill these hotels. I just don't get it. And why would you build them? Nobody is going to build these big old hotels if they can't put people in them. So I'm going to have to assume that casinos are coming. I did see a casino. You can see, I guess Da Nang is on the come up. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell since I've only been here a few days, but we'll see. I just wanted to show you all. So this is the opposite direction. Last night I did go out. Oh my God. Okay. I am not one to perpetuate stereotypes. I am not. Hospitality here in Vietnam is 10 out of 10. That's just the way it goes. No matter where you are, somebody's gonna offer you a cool towel. They're gonna offer you a drink, a welcome drink, fruit. It's just hospitable. But where was I going with that? I don't know, y'all. Last night I was at this restaurant. That's where I was going. I went to eat out. I didn't want to eat in a hotel. And I ate at a tempura place. It was a Korean tempura place. God is my witness. I wish I could have got the footage, y'all. There were literally, first of all, I've seen cockroaches. I've seen them. I've seen big ones. I've seen hissing ones. I'm not, cockroaches don't scare me. I'm not that girl. That is cool. That's a cool photo. That's what he's getting, that guy. That's cool. So I'm not scared of bugs like that. But y'all, literally last night I was sitting, because you sit on the street to eat. I'm sitting on the basically 3 feet from the side, from the street. I'm eating, and I noticed this big old cockroach, like a big old brown cockroach. And the cockroach is playing like near the curb, and he'd go out like to the street, in the middle of the street, a car come, I lie to y'all not, I swear to God, I wish I could have got the footage, and the cockroach turns back. So I'm watching, I'm trying to get my camera, but I'm so stunned. I'm like, this cockroach is trying to cross the street. And he can't cross the street because cars keep coming. And then another cockroach emerges, and I swear to God, it was like a couple, because he was trying to cross the street and she was trying to cross the street. Do y'all know I sat there and watched that shit? I could not even pull my phone out. Them 2 cockroaches crossed the street together. God is my witness. I said, damn it, I need a buddy. I need a partner. If a cockroach can get a partner and wait to cross the street together as a team, I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong. Where my partner? Jesus. I'm gonna wait patiently, but I lied to you not. And they was the biggest. It was no mistaking. I'm talking about big. Y'all seen water bugs? Oh, it's about to rain. It was big like a water bug, but it was brown and flat. I lie to y'all not, they tried 2 or 3 times to cross the street, and they kept turning back, and eventually they both got across the street. I said, okay, I'm going back. That's rain. I don't think I want to be wet. No, I don't want to be wet. Ain't nobody else fretting over the rain. Okay, I guess I'll be walking in the rain. It is what it is. Yes, it turned. Okay, and so of course I'm sitting down in front of the restaurant. I couldn't enjoy my meal. Sorry. After seeing it, I couldn't enjoy my meal. I was like, yeah, that blew me. I was fascinated. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull up into one of these little shelters. I was fascinated watching it. I was mesmerized, really is what it was. But at the same time, I was repulsed. I was like, I can't eat this. Oh, God only knows. But always try to get cooked food because, I want to be safe. I try to be careful what I'm eating. Oh, hell. It's starting to rain for real. I didn't bring my umbrella. Okay. Because it's raining, I'm finna scurry over here. I don't know how much this is going to cost. Ooh, let me see. How can I get up that hill, too? Oh, yeah, it's about to rain for real, for real. I should have known with all these clouds. But anyway, it's warm. It's not cold. And it doesn't look like anybody is manning these chairs and these palapas. So I'm headed to a palapa so that I won't be soaking wet. Yikes. Okay. I hope I can get up this joint. Alrighty, so I'm gonna take refuge here until the rain passes because it's starting to come down. Okay, I don't think there's any attendant on duty, so I could probably hang out here for a little bit. How cool is that? I want to sit up front. Do I want to sit up front? Nah, I'll sit right here. Sit right here. The bugs getting it done today was such a metaphor. I know, girl. Look, if the bugs can do it, y'all, I swear to you, I wish I had caught it, but I promise you, I was speechless. I was looking, I was like, am I really seeing what I'm seeing? I saw the first one. He went about halfway, and a car came, and he turned back. I was like, really? Okay. And when the second one emerged and they tried to get across and they both turned back and then they made it across together. I was like, what the hell? Uh-huh. It can't hurt. Having a partner, whatever your definition of a partner is, I'm just standing in expectancy because I swear to y'all, I'm not just shooting y'all no sunshine. I really do believe that the universe is endless and abundant. I know it's true because y'all, I didn't come from much, and I'm telling you, I can honestly look back in my life and say anything that I wanted, if I asked for it, I mean, for real. I got it. And it really came either just as I wanted or it exceeded my expectations. Now, I'm a Christian. I'll make no bones about it. I definitely believe that God is like that. So I'm expecting my partner to show up. He better come on and show up because I'm telling you, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. After watching them two roaches do it together, I was like, you know what? If two roaches can get on the same page, trust and believe. I think I could do it. I think I'm ready now, Jesus. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. I've been married twice. Y'all know that. And I will admit, both times it was what it was supposed to be because I believe that your relationship, your marriage, whatever relationships you're in are mirrors of your own vibrational level. I do. So like when my kids start talking to me about their partners and he ain't this and she ain't that, I say no, no, no. Turn back, look at yourself because trust and believe your partner is a reflection of you. If you stayed with them for longer than 6 months, y'all was vibing at least 3 of them days. Y'all was vibing on the same level, on the same wavelength. So don't talk to me about your partner if you're not willing to talk about yourself. So I can honestly say them first two marriages, y'all, yeah, I was young. I think I was 20 something. And the second time I did wait longer, but child, I got married for all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. So, but they were great, wonderful learning experiences. I wouldn't take none of it back. I wouldn't. But I honestly think now, after all of the self work, after all the therapy and the life coaching, and I don't know that anybody is ever 100% like just prepared, but ready is something else. Ready and prepared, two different things. I feel ready and I feel a little prepared. I think them two taught me so much. I've been married twice. My second husband, he passed, although we were not together by the time, he passed, but both the men I married, y'all, were my friends. I should have left them friends. They were my friends. I could say that. My first husband was my friend. I used to tutor him in math. And yeah, that's that. And then my second husband, we were friends. We were friends for years before we ever dated or, anything. But I should have left both of them friends. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. You can just ride up and down the beach. You want to start a fire? I should just start me a fire right here. This is my kind of town. Hey, Shauna. Hey, sister. Introvert to introvert. These are the best talks. I'm so glad I found you. Girl, come on in. Come on in. We ain't doing nothing but chewing the fat. Y'all know I got to get this walk in. So I figured I might as well not walk alone. I promise you, y'all have no idea what a support it is for me to have this phone because it serves two purposes. One, when I'm on my phone like this, nobody's talking to me. So instantly I'm insulated from the obligatory, hello, Shonshay. Not that I'm not, I just, if I don't have to interface, there are some times when I just prefer not to interface. And it is a comfort for me. It is. I don't feel like I'm alone, y'all, because other than that, I would just be walking and in my head. So now I can get everything out of my head. So it's like therapy and it's an insulator for me. So thank y'all. Come on in. I got married to a military man to get out of, yes, we didn't date or nothing. Shauna, when we are young, girl, you do some of the dumbest shit. Y'all, I got married because the church told me to get married the first time. I ain't gonna tell no lie. And he know it, so I ain't even telling no tales outside of school. You don't want to, after the fact, badmouth somebody. That's not that. But Girl, I didn't been more want to marry that man than a man in the moon. I'm telling you, we were going to church. It was a nice little black Baptist church in a little bitty town, and we were living together. And they were like, "Oh, if you're gonna come to this church, you got to get married." I was like, "What?" I was ready to leave the church. I was like, "Well, you know that. Hey, we could fix this. We could fix this right away." But he wanted to be a deacon, y'all. I could tell this is my story. I could tell it now. He wanted to be a deacon. I was a teacher. He had this whole kind of fantasy of, you know, he was going to be a cop. I was a teacher. He was going to be a deacon at the church. He had a whole fantasy going. And I was like, I don't think this is what I want to do. Y'all, we got married on a Saturday, or yes, it was. It was in between choir rehearsal. I had on the dress. I didn't have on a wedding dress, y'all. I'm serious. This is serious. The pastor, when it comes to the part in the ceremony where you present the ring, the pastor saw the ring and took it from him. I wish y'all could see this. Can y'all see my hand? The pastor put the ring in his hand and did this. He looked at me like, "You gonna let him marry you with this?" I was like, "Look, you the one said we gotta get married." So we got married, y'all. I wouldn't even lie to you. That's how I got married the first time. I was young. You know, we were living together, going to church. We had a baby, and they were like, "Oh no, if you gonna be at this church, you got to do this." I was like, "Okay." I swear to you, I could tell it now because I'm free, y'all. I was standing there in my little look. The dress was red and blue and purple. It was like a paisley print. I was standing there in this paisley print dress. I don't know, child. He might have had on a jogging suit. God only knows. They stopped choir rehearsal. In the middle of choir rehearsal, the choir stopped singing. They became the congregation. The man married us right there, child, in the church. We went right on back to what we was doing. Probably went to the grocery store and went on back home or whatever it was. But I was standing there, even at that young, tender age. I was saying, if this don't work, I could always get a divorce. Nobody should be going into no marriage like that. I was literally standing there thinking out loud, looking at him, not saying, "Oh my God, I'm marrying the love of my life. Oh my God, we so in love." None of that. Who would do that? Only a young person. Only somebody who is not ready does that. I was literally standing there saying, "Well, if it don't work, you know, we can always get a divorce." That is a terrible way to enter a marriage because it's just, there was nothing there. And those people should have counseled us. I will say that. They could have, not I'm not going to say should have, but they could have counseled us before, and they didn't. But let me just fast forward to marriage number 2. We got counseling, and that thing still was I won't say it ended. So even with counseling, y'all, I don't know. I just think you just have to be ready. You have to be ready, and you do have to be prepared to a certain degree. So I shouldn't have married neither one of them people, but as it is, it happened. Not a paisley print dress. Shauna, I lied to you not, girl. I had on my regular everyday dress. I lied to you not. I'm sure he didn't have on no shirt and no tie. Maybe on the shirt. I don't know. I don't even remember. But I do remember standing there saying, "Well, if it don't work, I can always get a divorce." I wasn't even sweating it. I was like, "I'm going to do what these people asked me to do. Maybe it'll work." Because, they was bugging the hell out of us. Okay. And I don't think the dude, well, he didn't become a deacon at that church. He did go on to be a deacon, though, God bless his soul. He did achieve his dream of being a deacon. I was a teacher. He wasn't a cop, but, he almost got his fantasy. He just wasn't with me. Because he should have stayed my friend. We should have kept it a tutor-tutee relationship. And instead, you go mess up a good friendship. And literally, we probably don't. You done, Shauna? I would do it again. Granny was married 6 times. I'm not mad. Y'all, I'm that girl. I don't think I got enough time to get in 6, but I would do it again. I'm team. There were some things about it I enjoyed. I enjoyed being a housewife. I sure did. That second time around, I got to stay home, be a stay-at-home wife. What? And we ain't had no kids. What? He was a traveling musician, y'all, which meant that it was perfect. I thought that was the perfect marriage, because he would be gone for like days at a time, weeks at a time. I was like, oh my God, I could live like this, you know. And then when he came home, I was always happy to see him. The only thing about it, and I can tell this one too, God rest his soul. They say you shouldn't speak ill of the dead, so I will not speak ill, because this man has passed. But when I tell y'all he was a musician, you can fill in the blanks. He played for lots of people. You know, lots of people y'all know. He played for Shaka Khan, Mary J. Blige. Hell, if you Google my last name, you'll see him. Who else did he play for? Babyface, the Isleys. I did a lot of that too. I did some of those tours. I went out with him, left my job, left my little teaching job, rented my house, went out on tour. My mama called me a groupie. I was like, you know what? I'm 40 years old. I'm going out with my husband. That is not a groupie. That is not a groupie. I resent you even saying it. I was in love. I thought this was going somewhere. And it was good for a while, but just think about it. A musician on the road without your wife for weeks and days at a time. Child, bye. That man was into everything, any and everything. And so that wasn't going to work, because I ain't that girl. I am not one to look the other way. So he was always getting grief from me. You didn't love being a housewife. I did, girl. I loved it. My second husband, he wanted all white towels, white sheets. I don't know where he got, I think that's from staying in so many hotels. He always, girl, it would be my whole dream to get them towels white and just so. I loved it. I loved, you want your socks folded like this? You want your shirts folded like this? I love that shit. Oh my God. I don't know. It's something crazy. I don't know. I still like that. I like an orderly house. And if I could stay home and make the house orderly and you go make the money, baby, sign me up. Where they do that? Where? Because my first husband, baby, everybody had to work. The dog had to work. The kids had to work. He was about money. My first husband, that wasn't going to work. We were so different. That dude was all about money. Everything was about money. He'll tell you right now today, I got a house built from the ground up. I got 10 TVs. Whatever. That don't make you happy. You don't look, that don't make you happy. We were polar opposites when it came to that, because I was spending all the money, y'all. That was the guy that was the money manager. He thought I wasn't listening. He taught me, to be honest with y'all, the person that I am standing here today, I should thank them dudes. My first husband was a financial planner. You know, he did all that stuff. He was paper trading, child, before we even knew what paper trading was. And I don't know, I was just so, if that Negro said left, I said right. If he said don't spend it, I tried to spend it all, because I didn't want to be married to him in the first place. Now, those are facts. But I was listening. And so I learned so much about money from him. I'm telling y'all, I was listening. I just wasn't doing it because I was rebellious. I was like, I don't like this dude. I don't like this dude. I ain't doing nothing. Hey, sister. I won't even date a musician. Don't date a musician. Don't date a cop. I wouldn't recommend it. Definitely not a musician, because y'all, I got a chance to see that lifestyle inside and out. And it is exactly what they say it is. It's exactly, the music business is grimy. And I won't say too much, because some of them people got money. But the things I saw, I was like, Jesus Christ, this marriage is doomed. This marriage is doomed. I went out on tour with him. I traveled with him. And so I got to see it all. I got to see how they treat the talent, it was just a mess. It's a hot ass mess. You right, do not marry a musician. My first husband was the money manager, y'all. So that's where my money thing comes from. The desire to invest in that knowledge base, I got it from him. I just didn't want to do it with him. So now I'm on this whole quest to show him, like, see, you thought I wasn't listening, but now I'm about to show you. I was definitely listening, and we're going to make this money. We're going to stack this paper, and I'm going to show you, don't play with me. Don't play in my face. That's my word to him. I need to show that dude, because, you know, he was talking a whole bunch of smack about me and my money managing skills. Then my second husband, the musician, y'all, he taught me how to travel. I swear to goodness, I had never really traveled until I got with this dude. And When I tell you I have never missed a flight, he did not play. I showed up at the airport for that first trip. Look, he was going on tour. Girl, I was cute. I had on some heels. If that boot didn't have a 3-inch heel, child, if it had to have a 4-inch heel because it had a platform. I came to the airport prepared. I was ready to slay. He looked at me. He said, where you going in them shoes? I said, I'm going with you. He's like, where you going in them shoes? He said, you're not going to be able to walk. Do you know that dude made me walk? He made me carry my suitcase. He made me look. He said, you done brought a whole suitcase of shoes. You going to carry that suitcase. I said, oh, Lord. He did that. He trained me to travel. Now you can't, I don't play around. Travel day. Oh, no, it's like going to war. I don't miss a plane. He never missed a flight. I have to give him credit. He also schooled me on how to take care of yourself when you're out on the road. You have to sleep well. You have to eat well. You have to hydrate. You know, you don't skimp. That's where I learned, honest to God, that's where I learned to travel. He schooled my butt. You don't overpack. You don't need all those shoes. You can buy stuff when you get there. That man, he was a wealth of knowledge and information because that's what he did for a living. He was a world traveler. Before I even knew any black people who had traveled. When I met my second husband, child, I had been to Jamaica, like everybody. I hadn't even been to Miami. I'd been to Jamaica on a girls' trip. I think that was the first time I went out of the country. He changed my life. I got a chance to travel, and I was on the road with him when he worked for Shaka Khan. I traveled with him in the Isleys. I think when we first started dating, he was Mary J. Blige's MD, music director. And he kept trying to get me to come out on the road, and I was like, nah. He did. Look, I don't have nothing bad to say about that dude. I really don't. He was good to me. He also, both of my husbands were good to me. I ain't gonna even lie. Even though the relationships were toxic and abusive, not physically abusive. Although me and my first husband, child, it wasn't nothing for us to go. I thought if you fought back, y'all, it wasn't abuse. I could just tell you that. I come from the south side of Chicago. If somebody hit you, you hit them back, right? Girl, you don't hit nobody back. The first time somebody hit you, you supposed to be like, deuces, dude, and here come the police. That's what you're supposed to do, not me. I was like, oh, this what we doing? You should, oh, this what we doing? Oh, we just gonna be nasty to each other? That wasn't gonna work. But I was so young, I didn't know. I know now, you better not even talk loud to me. If you talk loud to me, what is your problem? You don't want to be in my space if you talk loud to me. If your mood switch up unexpectedly, if you unstable in that way, me and you can't spend no time together. Did it stop? Nope, it's still raining. No, so, yep. I can honestly say those two guys helped form the woman that I am today. If I am any kind of financial savvy, in any way, it's because my first husband, he drilled it home. Y'all, he was telling me about the rule of 7, compound interest, and I was like, yeah, whatever. We'll let you do it. I'm trying to get these Mickey Mouse sheets and curtains. I'm trying to get these kids' rooms together. Girl, I was spending money like it was water. So that wasn't gonna work. A spender and a saver, they don't work well as a team. You got at least, money is such a big part, so I'm not even surprised that marriage ended because we were not on the same page when it came to money. We weren't even on the same page really when it came to child rearing. So it was so many ways that thing wasn't gonna work. And flat out, y'all, I didn't want to be married to him. I did not. I did it because the church told me to. So tell y'all kids, don't never marry. Don't get married because somebody told you to. That's no reason. But I can give him credit. So today I know more about money than maybe most because he made sure that I understood how money worked. And my second husband he took me around the world with him. There wasn't any place he went that I couldn't go. So I did most of the domestic travel. And you know how you think you're going to always have tomorrow, y'all? I felt like, because he did international travel too. And I didn't do any of the international travel. When we were together, he went to Switzerland, Africa. He went everywhere. It's just wherever, wherever the date they were playing. And I was like, well, nah. Child, I didn't even have a passport at that time. I was like, nah, I'll just wait. You know, I'll go next year. Shh, child, bye. Fast forward 2 years, man, we weren't even on the same page. I was like glad when he left. He was glad when he wasn't there. And so it is what it is. If you're impatient or have road rage, deuces. Yeah. Shauna, isn't it amazing though now? Y'all, we could see red flags. You can see a red flag now. I didn't see any of those red flags. Did not. Either I saw them and I just didn't want to acknowledge that this is a red flag. Yeah, that's the truth. Red flags, I saw them. I ain't gonna even lie. Let me just be honest with myself. Because anytime you standing at the altar saying, if this don't work, we can get a divorce. Girl, that's a red flag. And I just trudged right on through. So young, doing what people think doing what other people think you should do. Wrong, bad formula. But, when you're in your 20s, you do stupid things. I did my share. I love the beach you're exploring. Girl, I want to get out, Shauna, because it is the cutest thing. These little palapas, this is the public end of the beach. So I'm sure like these little shacky things here, they probably rent these things out. But because it's so early, I ain't getting no exercise in here, y'all. I wish this rain would stop. I got to walk back anyway, so let me see how much I've walked. It can't be much. It doesn't even feel like a mile. Nope, I didn't even get in a mile. So if I walk a little further and walk back, that I might be able to get in 2 miles this morning. I was trying to do my 5, but it don't look like it's gonna happen. And I was going to do some tours today. That's why I was trying to get out early. I was going to do my little walk, go have breakfast, and set myself up for some tours today. But, because the little, the Buddha, you see it? You can see her in the distance. Wait a minute. You see that statue right there? That's where I'm going. That's the Lady Buddha. So I want to say it's less than 45 minutes away by taxi. The other place I was going to go to is Marble Mountain, and it's straight down the street. Where I was at Tia, it may be about 3 or 4 minutes on the other side of Tia. So that would have been an easy thing to mark off my list. The Dragon Bridge, I'll catch on Friday when it's doing its thing, smoking and hissing and whatever it does. So I guess today's going to be a wash. I'll do some YouTube stuff. I got a remote job with a law firm, and they just don't know. I'm going to try to work it from abroad. You should. Sister, get out of there. Where do you want to go? Anybody planning? Thank you, sister. Yep. Like, subscribe, share. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know the drill. It's 19 folks in here. We got 14 likes. Hit the button. It's free. It's free. And it means the world to me, y'all. Shauna, do you know where you want to go? Is anybody planning to go out anytime soon? Because I'm available for meetups. I'm available for meetups. Everybody knows my travel style too. I've been this way. I don't cohabitate. I just don't, because my sleep habits are not kosher. Like I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. That is not good. I don't care even if you're in the same house. If somebody is up turning on the lights, making coffee, popping no-dos at 3 a.m., that's going to disturb the other person. And I don't like that feeling. I like the feeling of being able to, be free in my space. So I'm a co-traveler. If you pick a hot destination, there's some places that I would go to twice. Most times if I've been there, I don't want to go back. But if you pick a hot spot, I'm available to meet you there. I do, tours together, that kind of stuff. But at nighttime, I must, daytime and nighttime, that morning routine, I got to have. I don't talk in the morning. This is the most talking I do, y'all. I've been up since 3. So I had I didn't leave out did I leave out about 6? I think I left out, about 6:15. So I had a whole 3 hours of silent time to meditate and pray. You know, I like that in the morning. I don't do no yoga, but I sure do meditate and pray and center myself. I organize, anything I need for the day. I need that time, and I don't want to talk. I raised 2 children who understood, don't talk to her. She does not want to talk to you in the morning. We had a whole clear routine. Them kids knew. Be standing at the door at 8:15. Once I get this first cup of coffee down in the car, we can chat. But until then, I was fortunate, y'all, for real. When I think back on it, I ain't got nothing bad to say about neither one of them husbands. Because that first husband, he would help get the kids ready in the morning, so I didn't have to do that. That's a blessing. How many men get up and do that? He would make sure, get them ready, and they didn't have to talk to me. We would just get in the car. It was better for everybody that way. So, yeah, I ain't no morning. I'm a morning person. I'm up, but I don't want to talk. I want some peace and some quiet. I want to go anywhere I can live on a retirement salary. I know that's right. I ain't retired yet, but those are the places I'm targeting. Me too. I'm a private contractor stashing money for my run to freedom. Yes. Y'all break free. I promise you, my whole life is a living testimony. It is. And I said that just fell out of my mouth, but it is. Because I don't know, you all, some of you may or may not know my story, but my childhood was not easy. And it has taken me, I'm almost 60 years old, it has taken me this long, literally say in the last 5 years, to even for real give it a voice, to for real just say, this is what happened, y'all. This is what happened. Because I came from a family where you just don't talk about it. It doesn't matter what happened, child. It doesn't matter how traumatic, how grief-stricken, nobody speaks about it. It never happened. Just keep moving. And so to have undiagnosed or untreated, just walking around with trauma, just walking around, hold your trauma, is the family MO. I wasn't the only one. I'm sure, my mother probably experienced, as many black women probably experienced her fair share of trauma. She didn't know what to do. So she sure as hell couldn't tell us how to handle it. And so to come from that, you all, to today, where you better not even look at me wrong. You better not even, please don't even look at me wrong. Because I will set a boundary for you in a New York minute. And I will not look back. I am done with that. No, ma'am, you cannot talk to me any kind of way. You cannot bring your foul behavior into my space. I have no tolerance. I just don't. That was a lifelong journey for me. That was a lifelong journey. And the things that happened in between shaped me. But baby, it wasn't no, who was it? Was it Langston Hughes that wrote Life Ain't No Crystal Stairs? That was me. Life ain't been no crystal stairs. It's been jagged in some places. Had nails in the carpet ripped up. I used to teach that poem. But it's true. And so to be here now, y'all, I'm telling you, this was my, not even a fear, but what motivated me was I saw so many people who had worked hard all of their lives only to get to retirement age, either too sick to enjoy it, too old. They had worked till they were too old to enjoy it. Or those people, I told y'all this ain't no lie. I can name these people. I know 5 people. One was a police officer, 2 were teachers, and the other 2, I don't know what their professions, what ultimately their professions were. But those people retired and died within a year, within 365 days. And I was like, oh no, that won't be me. I will get out of here. So if you are thinking about a pivot, if it's in your spirit, if it just is in your heart, you do it. I promise you, the fear will keep your feet planted. I was so fearful. They had told me basically, you a teacher, what else you gonna do? And I believed it. I was like, well, I can't do nothing else. I've been teaching 30 years. What else I'm gonna do? What am I gonna be? Who's gonna hire somebody? Or how am I gonna make money at 55 with just this skill set? Child, it was all a lie. That's the biggest lie ever told. And I have to, again, y'all know, I thank Stephanie, Rashida, and Adelia every time because they promote the pivot. They just said, because all you gotta do is tell me, it could be done. Oh, I think it's gonna stop. It could be done. And then you gonna show me and give me a few tips. Child, give me the, hold my beer while I go pivot. Hold my beer while I go create this new life. And when I tell you it ain't, I say this all the time. I'm special, but it ain't nothing special about what I'm doing. It ain't nothing special. So get that out of your head. If you see other people doing it and it feels like, well, you know, they special. They got this. No, they don't. They ain't got no special sauce. They just took the leap. I prepared myself, but I wasn't totally, you know, it wasn't perfect. My dismount was not perfect. It was not a 9 or a 10. I would give my dismount about an 8.5 because I just, you know, I just took the ball and ran with it, y'all. I have to admit, I developed the plan along the way with Stephanie's help and the help of this community. It gave me the courage. Y'all, for real, give me the courage to just stay out here. It's like, okay, I could do this. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I have a community. I'm not alone. So if you are thinking about your pivot plan, I swear to you, you can do it. It can be a little frightening. I told you I would wake up in the middle of the night and go, like, where am I? You know, what city am I in? It just told me I needed to slow down. I'm a slow traveler. I don't like that pace. I don't like moving and bouncing from city to city. So you'll see me, I slow travel. I'll stay in a country 30 days, at least a month. My preference is really 2 months. But you know, so very true. My dad worked for 41 years and died 2 weeks before his 62nd birthday, which is when he planned to retire. I'm telling y'all, because as black folks, we got this thing about, I just need to do a little more. If I could get just a little more, let me just do a little more. No, we have done enough. I'm telling you, I'm riding in on some of the work my ancestors did. You cannot tell me they did not labor. They labored so that I wouldn't have to. And I'm gonna just labor for the hell of it. Not me. Not me. Not me. I didn't even care, y'all. And I left in the middle of the school year. Let me tell you something. No teacher leaves in the middle of the school year. I did. I didn't give 2 hoots. Enough was enough. I think it's lightening up. It was enough for me. Teachers suffer from so much guilt. You know, that whole guilt of leaving your class. Oh, that's a big old crab. Y'all, look. Okay. Y'all see this hole right here? Let me see if I could get it. Y'all, those are crab holes. And you'll see them all here. There's one. It's crabs in those holes. And so the bigger, yep, that one too. If you stand here, you'll see the crabs coming in and out. That freaked me out. But yeah, so, yep. I chucked them 2 deuces. I'm telling y'all. So please, my sisters, don't stay too long. Don't stay too long. Because if something happened to you, you know what they're going to do? Listen, them people didn't even give me a proper going away. I shouldn't say that. That ain't true. My friends did. It was during the pandemic. It wasn't nothing we could do. But they were perfectly happy to see me off and put somebody else at that desk the next day. Child, bye. Get out of them jobs, especially if it's a toxic work environment. Do not stay. It ain't going to get no better. It's not. Those people are inherently disrespectful and they do not appreciate your contribution. If that's where you were, that's where I was. That's what I was working with. Folks that did not respect my contribution, you know, and it got to the place it was so disrespectful. I was disrespectful too because if y'all already know, I was in that head space where we gonna match energy. Now I don't match nobody's energy. You got some foul energy, deuces. Now I don't even match. But at that time, that speaks to where my head was. I was into matching energy. You gonna be disrespectful to me? Watch me. You can't be as disrespectful as I'm gonna be. And so that's toxic. That's the definition of toxic. And by the time I realized it, I was like, oh, I can disengage? Man, you ain't gotta tell me twice. Hey, Janice. Hey. I worked for the state for years. I met a wise coworker who was retiring in a few months. I was trying to soak up all the knowledge. Up, she passed on before she retired. Get out of there, y'all. Get out of there. I didn't even know the language. Had y'all, see, maybe y'all smarter than me. I had never even heard of toxic work environment. Let me tell you what I had heard. Hostile work environment. I had heard the term hostile work environment. But hostile work environment almost feels outside of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like this place doesn't support me. That's hostile work environment. But when you say toxic, now I understand this is harmful to me. This is harmful for my mental health. This is harmful for this is harmful. Toxic is a whole different kind of word. I didn't have that language, so I think the reason I yell it and just scream it and say it over and over again is because if somebody had told me, if somebody had said, girl, get out of here, this is not healthy for you, and had they explained to me like I've learned. Do y'all know my good sis, Dr. Kamani? She is Lifting as We Climb. She and Anne Marie, they do a lot of stuff on toxic work. So does Marissa. Some of her videos are about toxic work environment because we all came out of toxic workplaces. I want to say that Dr. Kamani might have been in education or social work, something like that, higher ed maybe. And I want to say Marissa was in business. I don't want to say too much. But what is that? Those ladies came out of toxic work environments. If you find yourself in one, get to them because they be spitting out straight gems. They have helped me even now to kind of, continue my recovery, because it's a whole mind F. And I stayed in it because the same way, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. No, no, no. If somebody hitting you, slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross, and get the hell out of there. That's what you do. That's the right answer. But I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. And so I stayed in that place because they talk about this. How many of us stay in a place because you're not gonna push me out my good paying job? Girl, bye. Child, bye. Take your skills. Take what God has given you. Take your gift. Oh, how disrespectful to your gift. Talk about casting your pearls before swine. That's all I was doing. Ugh. Them people had no appreciation for what I was willing to do and how hard I was working and giving. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it took me a minute, but I'm here. And so don't do it. Take it from me. It ain't gonna get no better. I thought it might get better. It did not. And it wasn't gonna get any better. So y'all, work your plan. We done talked about the money. Y'all know this thing ain't free. You cannot come out here. I don't care how cheap the place is, because Lord knows I've been in some cheap places. And when I say cheap, I shouldn't say it that way. I've been in very affordable countries. Thailand's affordable. Vietnam is a very affordable. Cambodia, they say, isn't affordable, but y'all, I didn't get out a lot in Cambodia. I kind of wasn't so confident in that government. That Cambodia just did not feel stable to me. But I know that there are people who are there and they love it. They absolutely love it. So there are lots of expats there. It's inexpensive. It didn't do it for me. It didn't do it for me. I like the places I visited. I went to Phnom Penh and Siem Reap. Phnom Penh's the capital, and Siem Reap is where Angkor Wat is. Other than that, I was ready to go. By the time that plane took off, I was like, yes, get me back to Thailand. But Thailand's very reasonable. Across the board, food, expenses, everything. It's a place that you could retire for real on a pension. If you could clear minimum, I'm talking about minimum, I don't trust it. You could do it for $1,500, but you're going to have to be mindful. But if you got $2,000 a month, you're living like a king in Thailand. Vietnam is the same way. When I was in Hanoi, one of the girls I met up with, she lives there. She was saying, Sandra, what you're paying in Thailand, she said you could probably get a place even less than that. I told her I was paying $325. She was like, yeah, you could definitely get it for $300 or less in Vietnam. So those are two places. I stayed in Mexico for a year and a half. Y'all, I don't know. I think Mexico is a great choice because Mexico's got everything. But Mexico is not like, look at that rainbow. Hey, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Let's back that way. So Mexico is a great choice because of its location. You know, it's got all these other, the food, the people, but I wouldn't call it cheap. Making celebratory posts online, clutches pearls, no high living George. What happened? No high fiving George Floyd's murder. What happened? QQQ, Sandra, tell us where have you been that's the most peaceful? I think Thailand's the most peaceful for me. Mexico is noisy. Let's be clear. I don't give a hoot if you in a small town or a big city. Mexico is noisy. Mexicans, people love to party. They start late. They go to the wee hours. The dogs bark. The horns honk. The car. It's busy. Mexico's probably the loudest place I've been, next to Chicago in the U.S. We pretty loud too. But the most peaceful place, Spain too, y'all. Oddly enough, I was in a town in Valencia that was peaceful. Oh my goodness! And by peaceful, I mean, the people are kind. And for me, a sign of peace is that there's not this police presence. People aren't being policed. It's kind of like everybody operates on the honor system. Child, can you walk all the way down? You can. I don't know. We in this walk. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe I could walk this whole beach. We'll see. Child, maybe I could walk to the Lady Buddha. I know. Have you been to Bangkok? Yes, Bangkok is loud, noisy, just like I like it. Bangkok has delicious food and beautiful buildings and sky. Bangkok is like the old and the new, side by side. So you'll see traditional temples and very traditional Thai things. And then you will see some of the most modern buildings. Like they've got a glass skywalk. Bangkok is the stuff. You can get any kind of food. There's shopping. I like Bangkok. Bangkok reminds me of Chicago, really. It looks like it too, like from the highways. It looks like it. So I like Bangkok. I wouldn't call Bangkok peaceful. I would call it bustly. Again, though, I didn't see a large police presence. I like that. Look, we don't need to be policed. My black body been policed for 50 years. Please don't police me no more. I'm good. I swear I can police myself. So Bangkok was cool. I would go back there. That's the place I would go back to. As a matter of fact, I want to go back. I told y'all there's a chef there that I didn't get a chance. I was in the market, but I didn't get a chance to get her food. We talked about J-Fi. She makes a lobster omelet or a seafood omelet that is, I think she's a Michelin star chef. The place that we went in Hanoi to have the noodles where Obama was, I think they might have a Michelin star. Now see, that one's that troubles me because the food was good that we ate, but I don't know if it was Michelin star good, y'all. It was good though. I would go back, but I don't know if it's Michelin star. So yeah. Have you been to Bangkok? Yep. Click on the link above. Alessandra's Journey is available. I went to Chicago yesterday. Girl, too cold. I try to tell y'all. Why do you think I'm out here? The temperature. I got to go back this way. I don't know what happened with that signal. And I won't play no signal games. If the temperature drops below 60, I don't want to be there. And that was one thing I discovered when I was in the city I went to in Spain was Alicante. I stayed there for almost 3 months. And Alicante is in the south of Spain. And you would think that it was warm. No, it was not. I had to have a coat with, like a parka with the fur around the head. It was cold. So I don't know. If I had to pick a place, I don't know, y'all. I just have not found a perfect place. Thailand is probably the closest. Vietnam is pretty high up on the list. Mexico is always going to be a contender simply because of the location. Because if you have to do business in the U.S., I am telling you, It matters. You can sustain this stuff for a little while, but being up at 3 in the morning trying to take care of business because, the bank only, yeah, that thing is a consideration. It's the one thing that keeps me from committing to Southeast Asia is just the flipped upside down schedule. Now think about this. If for your whole life, your body has been on a particular time schedule, for your life, you've operated on that side of the world. When you come over here, people don't talk about it. They should. People talk about jet lag. No, baby, this is bigger than jet lag. I promise you, you are literally flipping your biological, your circadian rhythm upside down. It does not happen overnight. I'm still not fully acclimated to this side of the world. That's why I'm saying I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting there. But that first month, it was hell. That being up when everybody was asleep, it took me a long time to make the adjustment. So that's the drawback. That's the only drawback, and the heat. Thailand is hell hot in particular times of the year. I think Vietnam might be a better choice for me because Vietnam it runs north, from north to south. You can find a place with all the seasons. I like that. You mean to tell me they got a winter where it doesn't snow, it doesn't get that cold? I could live with that. So Vietnam, Vietnam and Thailand are still my top contenders. If I come back on that side, I'm going to check out Colombia, and we'll see from there. I was just there 24 hours. I'm back in Atlanta. Girl, don't go. I could have told you that. Listen, but Chicago is a beautiful place in the summer months. Oh, beautiful city. The downtown is gorgeous. The lakefront is beautiful. You can ride boats. You can jet ski. People don't know that Chicago's a full world-class city. It really is if you stay in the right places. Now, Chicago can also show you some real hood. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be in the wrong place, and you don't want to be there in the winter time. I would say anybody going for winter, just go for Christmas, go see the trees and the lights, and get the heck up out of there because Chicago is cold. I could never go back. Y'all never have to worry about me living there. It's not even on my list. It's nowhere in my spirit. I will never say never, but I can't see myself ever living in that city again. It's too cold. And it's too hectic. It is dog-eat-dog. Y'all, I've been to New York, LA, all of them. Chicago got a special sauce. It's got a special sauce. I want to say Chicago's probably the third player in making me who I am. Because you have to keep your head. Tell everybody I had my head on a swivel since I was 5 years old. I've been know how to operate out in the street. So traveling, that part, being safe, being alert, watching and keeping your spidey senses and not ignoring. I've been doing that. Since I was 5. So that part probably helped me travel and not be so fearful because I pay attention. Don't come, I pay attention. Maybe too cautious. I'm learning that the world isn't like Chicago. But I wouldn't trade those life skills. Assessing people, it's beautiful on HGTV. It is. I'm telling you, there's some beautiful neighborhoods. Chicago's got every kind of neighborhood. You want modern buildings? No problem. You want prairie style? No problem. You want some, bungalows? There ain't a problem. They got a neighborhood for that. It's segregated as heck. Everybody knows it's one of the most segregated cities, and nothing has changed about that. If you don't mind that didn't bother me because I wasn't trying to be, y'all know how I feel about that. I wasn't trying to hang out. I love everybody, but I ain't trying to work hard. I ain't trying to undo no myths, and I'm not trying to be the poster child for all black people. Don't ask me no questions. No, you can't touch my hair. I'm not explaining anything. And sometimes clear folks want you to, I'm not the poster child, baby. Keep it moving. Nah. So I didn't mind living in segregated neighborhoods. I felt very comfortable. Don't look at me, I won't look at you. But that doesn't work in the world when you come out, y'all, because people aren't like that. I have found in Vietnam and Thailand, people are so open. They want to talk, you know, because they don't get a chance. And it's not fetishizing. It's not that. Whatever that word is, y'all know. Y'all know my new teeth. We got to talk about that, Jesus. I cannot wait to get back to Thailand so I can get back to the dentist. Because this little fake flipper up front is giving me the blues. I cannot wait till all this dental work is done. It's a process. We got to talk about that. This is why I probably have avoided it. I don't know. I think I picked the right dentist. It's just a process. But it's not the most comfortable. Yes, you better check out my sister Winsome. Y'all check Winsome out. Winsome did a whirlwind birthday tour. Y'all want to be inspired? Go check out Winsome page. When I tell you, I think she hit, Marilyn, did she hit 4 or 5 countries? She was in Colombia. She went to Paris. And when I tell you, she had a good time. The pictures, Winsome had a great time. Check her out. Big up yourself. Just, I don't know. I was like, yeah, sis, that's how you do that. I'm telling you, I think it was 4 continents. She went to Europe too. I know. Don't you just love her spirit? Come on. I told her I'm coming where you are too. Y'all, we need, yes. Anybody going to the meetup in South Africa? Anybody going? I'm glad it stopped raining. Yes. Okay, so now y'all really get to see that mountain that I was trying to show you, even though it's still hazy. When it's sunny, that thing is the green. It's like 20 shades of green. It's a dark green and light green, and it's just, yeah, it's not like anything. I don't think I've seen that green of mountains come up out the water. I've seen Rocky Mountains come up out the water. Anybody been to Cabo in Mexico? Cabo San Lucas? Beautiful mountains right at the water, you know, at the shore, but it's also deserty. So it's a beautiful place, but it's not green and lush like this, but beautiful. Hey y'all, let me see. I'm trying to roll back through the comments to make sure I didn't miss anything. I went to Chicago 2 years ago for my birthday, which was yesterday. Oh, happy birthday, Jan. So it was winter. I almost got hit in the head with a giant icicle, yes. I'm not a fan of Chicago in the winter. Me either. It gets especially cold and gray, and the winters are long. Y'all, they're harsh and long. Because winter can start, it'll start snowing in November, easy. Maybe the end of October. Me and the kids, you know, I don't really celebrate Halloween, but when my kids were little, we have had snow on Halloween. So starting in October. And that thing could go all the way. It has snowed all the way in April. What is that? So November, December, January, February, March, April. That's 5 months. That's half the year in wintertime. I have had Easter. You know how the kids get their Easter clothes. You have your little Easter shoes and your stockings and your gloves. I don't even know if kids still do that. But we did. In the snow. I was like, you know what? This ain't cute. I got my cute little shoes, my little socks, my stockings. Chicago's brutal. It's brutal. The weather's brutal. You got to be made of some kind of metal. I think New York is like that too. Those places, whew, they are not for the faint at heart. I'm in Ohio, so I'm familiar. Oh, then you already know. Ohio's the same thing. That's our cousin. Our cousin to the east. Cold, you get the same brutal winters. And I don't know about in Ohio, but our summers are hot. Chicago summers can be really hot. Not necessarily so humid, but they can get hot. Record heat, 100 degrees, all of that. Not like Vegas hot, but still hot to make you uncomfortable. So yeah, that's not on my list. My thing, I do think I want to try Colombia. Maryland, that's right. Maryland, how long were you in Chicago? I think anybody who can do 2 years or more in Chicago, baby, you a trooper. You get an unofficial, you a Chicagoan. If you can weather those winters, 2 or 3 of those winters, yeah, you official. because it is no joke. We face the same call. Yeah, it's just boring. Yep, Maryland, you official. Three Chicago winters, you in. You get your ticket. You get your Chicago card. Cause wouldn't go back. But trying to think where else. I don't know. I haven't been to Costa Rica. I just don't know that Costa Rica is, in terms of how expensive it is. Because like you, Shauna, I'm looking for some place. I don't ever want to stress about no money, ever. I know that if I don't do anything, if I can get to some place that'll fit my little pension budget, child, I do anything I want to do. I can do YouTube, not do YouTube, do a business, not do a business. I like that freedom, and it's not even freedom, it's security. If you got a pension and you look at that, y'all. I've been seeing these purple shells throughout the beach. I don't know what those are, but when I pick them up, they're very fragile. They break off in your hands. I have to ask. Oh, and at night, like when it's nighttime from the balcony, I could see the fishermen go out. It's like a little army brigade. That whole shoreline is kind of darted with boats. So the seafood is off the chain. The seafood is inexpensive here. I don't know. Vietnam, Thailand. I'm trying to think what else. I will tell y'all a place that's beautiful, but I couldn't live there. I liked Bali. Bali is beautiful. It's inexpensive, but you must be a nature lover. I saw was it a TikTok video or Reels, where the girl, y'all might have seen it. It's a black traveler too. I forgot her name, but she is in her bed. She's in Bali, and she has the covers pulled up to her neck because a gecko has gotten into the room. Y'all know geckos make a noise. And this gecko was in the room with her cutting up. And the caption says, see, the girlies only talk about the flower baths. They ain't tell you about all that nature. Yes. Bali is more than waterfalls, rice fields, and flower baths. That nature, that's too much. It's too much for me. I'm a city girl. I like cities. I like this. This is my kind of nature. It's tame. I don't want the bugs in. Y'all, everything got in when I was in Bali. A bird got into the place where I was. A monkey got in. We're not going to discuss the ants. I'm just like, this is not fun. It's beautiful. It's restful. Bali's got good food. They are serious about self-care. But you got to be one with nature. And I'm not that girl. Nope. I like my nature like this on the perimeter. I don't want my nature. Girl, that night that bird got in there, I was like, you know what? I quit. I'm leaving this place. I'm leaving this place. The bird was more disturbing to me than the monkey, because they had already told me, these monkeys, they come. Well, the villa it was an open villa, y'all. It had an open wall. It was a whole missing wall. So that didn't surprise me that the monkey got in. But the doggone birds, oh no. I have even gotten used to the little, do they call them things geckos? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They look like the little lizard. Is it a gecko? Yes. Oh my God. I've never been to, do you say it? Is it Carousel? I don't even know how you pronounce it. Have been to Ecuador. I want to see some of that. You'll like your nature over there. Yeah, I like my nature way over there. That's the truth. Stephanie Perry has done a video on, how do you pronounce that, y'all? Is that Carousel? I don't know how I want to pronounce it correctly. Carousel. I think that's it. I heard it's beautiful. I like beautiful places. I like islands and beaches and stuff. I will say this, even in Mexico, the nature was naturing, but it didn't run me away. It didn't run me away. That Bali nature, nah. It's the whole big old animals that infringe on your space. And Mexico is more bugs. Like I had a big old, y'all, I wish I could find that video. When I tell you this moth, because you're in the jungle, this moth got into my place. That moth was as big as a bird. I had to kill that thing. You know, I didn't want to, but it was either me or the moth. I was like, you got to go, because I can't sleep knowing you in here. So that kind of thing I'm okay with. I am not okay with monkeys and tigers and lions and bears. I'm not okay with that. So yeah, I didn't have that problem in Thailand because, you know, Chiang Mai is city-like. And I like this. I like Da Nang. Although I told y'all Da Nang's a little, it's this weird kind of juxtaposition. I don't want to say weird. It's this very odd kind of juxtaposition. And I don't like that. I don't like it when, like, the tourists come and they get the best beaches and they get the, you know, they're right on the avenue. And then right next to it, that's how it was in Jamaica. I didn't like that either. You know, the resorts have the best waterfront property. And then you see the local people living up in the hills in these tin roof shacks. That don't sit right with me. I was like, no, I don't like it. It's part of the reason I don't do resorts. Tia, they got me. I ain't gonna tell no lie about that. Tia, they had me, y'all. But that was some whole wellness thing. You see how they build the little, you see him, he built the little backrest so they don't have to get a palapa. Ingenious. Never thought of that. Could have been building me a backrest in the sand. But I don't like to be out here in the sun. I got my sunscreen on today. My black girl sunscreen. Yes, that's it. No, I haven't been, but it looks great. Sandra, how long are you staying in? I don't know, to be honest with you, because when I go back I leave here, I'm gonna try to stay, I think I want to be in Chiang Mai for Christmas. You know, it's been great. Everybody's decorated for Christmas. It feels Christmassy, but I think, you know, you want to be home for Christmas. So I think I want to get back to Chiang Mai for Christmas. But I was following one of the Chiang Mai groups, and they were saying that they're starting to burn early and the air quality is bad. So I'm definitely not going to be sitting through the bad air quality. So I may stay in Chiang Mai until maybe January. Definitely I don't see myself there past February. So I'll give that apartment up. And then I just have to find someplace else to be. That's what I was saying. Who coming outside to play? Who coming outside? Where y'all want to meet up? I'm thinking about going to the meetup in South Africa. So that was going to be me working my way back west. I'd leave Thailand. I wanted to go see Korea, you know, China. But y'all, they have a winter. It's cold. I don't go no place that's cold. I don't want to see no place bad enough to go when it's cold. No. I will come back. I will not go while it's cold. I'm pretty sure Korea has a winter time. I have to look and see. So that might be out. I just need to start moving my way back west. So I got a great taste of Southeast Asia. Maybe I'll hit Laos before I leave here. You know, maybe the Philippines, something. Because I can't see myself staying in Chiang Mai where the smoke is happening. So I'm going to get back there to the apartment by Christmas, check it out. If it's as smoky and as bad as they say, then I'll be looking for someplace else to hang out until we get to South Africa. Anybody going? Like and channel, be sure to share. Thank y'all. I'm headed back now, y'all. Maybe, I'm about 15 minutes, not even that. Maybe 10 minutes away from the new hotel. And as soon as I'll show you all this one. It's nice. I want to say it feel like a low 4-star. It says it's a 4-star, but it feel like it just is barely holding on to that 4 stars. So it's clean, it's bright, it's modern, it's got all the amenities. But for me, it's too much traffic. It's 25 stories. It's a lot of people. And when you get a lot of people, you know, that's a lot of people coming in and out. Last night I slept in my silk sleeping bag. I sure did. Even though, you know, the bed is totally comfortable, white sheets, great quality sheets, everything. The room was pleasant. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't stay. I would just be like, never mind. But I still didn't trust it because I don't trust that traffic. It's just too many people coming and going. Big old buses, tour buses pulling up. And you know who getting off? The Chinese people got money, y'all. They traveling all over the world. And so, no, I don't like no. That's why I did appreciate Tia. It's only 30, whatever it is. That, them people came through. When they cleaned that place, I felt like, okay, my space was clean. It was clean. This, I don't know. It's like any other big chain. Not my favorite. I plan to order silk sleeping bag. Please get them. Please. If you can't find it, minimally you need a sarong. Because, all these fabric surfaces, think about it, y'all. You know how many people come in and out and sit on them pillows, like those decorative pillows? Oh, God, as soon as I get in the room, I throw those way off to the side somewhere. Because those things never get washed. Who's washing that? Nobody. But I will tell you this, you know what I saw when I was at Tia? One of the chairs in the room has a cloth cover. Baby, spotless. When I left out of there, you know what they did? They took those chairs. I saw them. They took the chairs out of the room. I don't know if they take them out to clean them. I should have took a picture. I was like, thank you. Clean these soft surfaces. Ew. So I use my silk sleeping bag. And it's good for your hair too, black ladies. Let me tell you. There goes Starbucks. The added benefit is you don't even have to sleep in your bonnet. Because you got, mine is big enough that it covers the pillows, You could put it on your head or you could just lay it over your pillows. But it's a whole body encapsulating thing. I felt good. I slept well. Even though I didn't sleep long, I did sleep well. And yeah, if you can't find it, at least get you a sarong so that when you're getting in and out of taxis, I've been in some disgusting taxis. Ugh. The longer you're out on the road, y'all, these are just realities, and you're going in and out of different countries. Everybody's level of sanitation is not uniform. I was totally taken aback by the lack of hot water. I thought we all agreed that hot water was necessary. Not necessary, it's like mandatory to wash your hands. I thought we all agreed. I thought the scientific community and the healthcare community had made this like non-negotiable. Child, hot water is negotiable. Hot water. The whole bathroom thing of, not flushing the paper and storing it. Oh, it's a whole thing. So, you got to be flexible. It does. When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. But I'm still aware. I was a biology major for like 3 days. And if you ever studied microbiology and how germs move, oh, Lord. I have to put it out my head. I just put it out my mind. I keep like this. I need to show y'all this. Because this is my truth. Y'all see this? I keep this attached. This is one of those little pieces I bought. Remember I bought all the little packing cubes? Well, that little pouch came with those packing cubes. And I keep tissue in there, hand sanitizer, sunscreen, and bug spray. It stays packed. So even if I don't take a bag, when I attach it to my belt loop, it's got my sunscreen. It's got my little kit. That's my travel kit. Get you something that keeps your hands free so you can have, because you got to have tissue. I don't leave the house without tissue because that's not a given. Just because you go to a bathroom don't mean you're going to get some tissue. Or they might try to charge you for it in some places. So I keep that. And like when I pack my biggie bag, I have wipies, the sanitizing wipes and the bum wipes. I keep that too. So when I tell y'all there are levels to this long-term travel game, there are levels to this. And you want to, I had to learn the hard way. I'm telling y'all for free. Get you a little something you can attach to your belt or a little wristlet. And inside it, you want to keep those essential things, for real, toilet paper. Because it ain't nothing worse. That's bad. That's a bad feeling when you realize, oh, it's too late. Ain't no toilet paper. That only had to happen to you once or twice. I have a scarf, however, a larger size for my butt body, yes. Marilyn, because you need it to cover, like where your legs, see, y'all, now I'm getting a little smarter. My shorts go all the way down to my knees. I used to wear shorts, a dress. No, if you're going to be getting on and off buses, taxis, I'm telling y'all, I'm pretty sure I got something from a taxi. I won't even say the city. But anyway, I was in Mexico. And it was bad. It was bad. I won't even tell you the city I was in. It was a little city, little town. Them taxis, yeah. I know better now. Now, I throw my thing in there. And guess what else I do? Okay, this is another one. It could be just me. But this is another one I keep. I don't have it in this because I don't have my black bag. But I have a little black crossbody bag. Okay, this is going to save y'all. I keep a mask with some tissue. I always have my tissue. But you know how Scentbird has those little purse-sized travel perfumes? You can travel with those. You can put those in your checked bags, or you can keep it in your purse. They won't give you a hard time. Lord Jesus, I have gotten into some taxis that smell like fresh tail. Yes, Jesus smell like two fucking nanny girls in the back. I have, and it has happened to me, and I'm gonna tell you anyway. So what I do is when I get in a taxi and it smells bad, after I lay down my sarong on the seat, I take my little perfume thing and spray it on my tissue and put it inside my mask. And so I don't have to smell the stench. I've gotten into some taxis, y'all. It was like, this is a crime. But it's so late at night. I'm going to take this ride. I'm taking this ride. But it's bad. So I keep a mask or two and line it with either tissue or paper towel. Spray your favorite scent on it. And then, brother man can still get a 5-star for the ride, even though the car smelled like terrible. People eat in their cars. They do all kind of things in their cars. And so I'm in and out of a lot of grabs. I don't want to be unpleasant. And certain smells make my tummy turn. The packing. Nope, don't get stressed. Do not get stressed. Pack less. I'm going to tell you now. Don't pack all them shoes. Don't pack all those clothes. My bag, I got one carry-on bag for this trip. I did pack my backpack, but everything really fits in this one carry-on. I have 3 pair of shorts. 1 pair I can sleep in. 2 t-shirts. 2 dress shirts, kind of dressier shirts. I had 3 dresses. And 1 really dressy dress in case something came up. 3 pair of shoes. I told y'all the shoes. My Tevas, my gym shoes, those white sandals, my little shower flip-flops. Enough undies, few pair of socks. A jacket. That's it. That's all I had. And one thing, a lot of places cater to travelers. Like this hotel where I'm staying now, they do your laundry for free. What? The hotel where I'm staying, even, you can get on there to take a picture. Even Tia didn't do your laundry for free. Matter of fact, it was very expensive. But this place where I'm staying now, and I'll give y'all all of that. I'll show y'all too. I need to do a live where we can break down all these places. But they do your laundry. They do 5 pieces for you a day. So they give you a bag, you hang it outside. And when I tell you they got me that laundry back within a few hours, it was crazy. So yeah, you don't have to pack. Packing is going to be the least of your worries. Because again, anything that you don't have, you could buy. And I haven't had to buy, and trust me, and it's cheaper. It's clothing, they're so much cheaper. I'm gonna wash my feet. So yeah, they got these little things where you get the sand off. Yeah, so y'all know the drill. I don't think packing is the biggest worry. I think probably if I had to say anything that stresses me, is making your own travel arrangements. And y'all have probably noticed this. Around travel day, I get real scarce because my ex-husband really trained me to travel. You don't leave anything to chance. I start days in advance packing and, you know, repacking and making sure I got everything. I'm gonna sit over here. So the packing part, nope, that's easy. Anything you don't have, I haven't been any place where I couldn't buy what I needed. No place. I'm trying to think, even oh, that's wet. Oh, now my butt wet. Now my butt and my shirt wet. I don't know what made me do that. But at any rate, so yeah, don't worry about the packing, sis. Everybody in the world. Adelia has a packing video. Rashida has a good packing video. I don't know if you all know Wendy. She's Pent Up Wanderlust. She has a great packing video. Like if you're just packing a backpack, that won't be your problem. I think making travel arrangements has been the most stressful part of this. Because you gotta, you know, nobody wants to overpay. I never want to overpay. I want to get the best for less. I ain't gonna say the least, but I do want to get the best for less. And that is you know, sometimes I just have to chalk it up and just pay whatever it is. But for the most part, I'm sorry, y'all, I pack way ahead of time. I know people who throw stuff in like the day before, the night before. I'm not that girl. No, ma'am. And that has served me so well, y'all. I swear, some things you should double up on. Some things you should not bother. Like, don't double up on shoes. Do not. T-shirts, you can get a t-shirt out in the world for $1 or $2. I cannot tell you how many $2 t-shirts. So clothes, that's not gonna be it. You want to double up on things like, I have 2 pair of glasses. This is the truth. I bring 2 pair of sunglasses, 2 pair of my reading glasses, and I have 2 phones. This time I didn't bring my backup laptop, but I traveled with 2 of those. I have backups or doubles of things. If this thing went missing, I would be in a pickle. If my glasses go missing, I can't do nothing. So I had to have a backup. And sure enough, on this trip, I broke the pair that I normally wear, and I had my backups. I lost one of my phones. This phone that I'm on now, this is a replacement. I lost the original phone in Mexico. Didn't even sweat it. I had a backup phone. Y'all, I left my brand new laptop on a bus in Mexico coming from Merida. Although they returned my laptop, but I would have been up a creek. But I had my back, so those are the things. You don't need 20 pair of shoes. You don't need 20 pair of panties. You really don't. You need 7. You do need 7 or 8 to get you through the week, because those are lightweight items. It's not gonna matter. You don't want to run out, you know, because of the laundry thing, in case you can't get to laundry. But I don't have a bunch of socks. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I double up on? Nope, not really. Oh, and if you have medication, you know, find out about that. I do travel with a full-on, like, first aid kit. I have motion sickness medicine. I have something like if you get a parasite, I got charcoal, activated charcoal. Definitely something for cough and cold. I have arthritis pain relief. It do everything. You know, it's like the aspirin with everything. Then I have Band-Aids. I have a sewing kit. Those are the things. I'm telling you, if you have that, it's like a survival kit. And you can get all of that in a medium bag and a backpack. I wouldn't advise you, you know, if you're just gonna be out moving around, you don't really need more than that, because you don't want to get caught like I did and have to pay for extra baggage. So no, pack only doubles of things. If you lost it, it would, because you don't want to be out in the street trying to get new glasses. You don't want to be out in the world trying to figure out where to get a new phone or a new laptop. Those things will cost you. I found that those things are generally more expensive overseas. Electronics just depends on where you are. I have never been any place on the planet and I felt like the electronics, I'm talking about Apple products, were cheaper than the US. I'm sure someplace they are, I just haven't been to that place. So I don't fool around with my Apple products. I don't have a backup watch though, like, you know, anything else. Yeah. And black hair care products, because that's a struggle. That's a forever struggle. So now I travel with shea butter because I can always use that. I try to keep some conditioner, those kinds of things, but that's just forever a struggle. I don't know anywhere around that. I have not figured anything out. I want to get in the shade. I haven't figured anything out for hair care products. It's kind of like I don't know. That's why so many ladies braid their hair, lock their hair, cut it short, because that's why I keep mine tied up under these puffs. I don't want to expose it, because the more it's out, the drier it gets. So I try to, keep it moisturized and tucked in these little silk bonnets. And then I pop these puffs over top. Or sometimes, look, I done got so old and don't care, y'all. Sometimes I just come right on out with my 2 little natural puffs. It is what it is. But I don't like to keep them out because of the drying. And I don't have the products that I need to maintain it. So, I do have the shears that I cut my hair with. That's another thing. I would say get you some of those. You don't want to be in another country. Like, I have to clip my own ends. Oh, they got a beach library. How about that? I have to clip my own ends because I don't know where I'm gonna be. And once my hair starts shedding, I know it's time to clip my ends. I have good scissors that I travel with to clip my own ends. That is pretty. I'm just gonna say that is. I'm not mad at Da Nang. So yeah, y'all, that's it. I gotta get myself out of here. Let me check and see. So we almost did 2 hours. Well, that's an hour. That's 100 minutes. 90 is an hour and a half. Let's see. Okay, I almost got I got 2 miles in. Yes, I can get off the strip. I can get off the stroll. I was just trying to get them 2 in. I wasn't gonna get the 5 in this morning. Guess I have to leave out even earlier to get the 5 in before the sun starts beaming. But y'all, this was a much better walk. I was walking later. Like, I might not start till 8 or 9. By that time, it's too hot. The sun is up. It's no protection on this beach. Now, it's perfectly cool here where I'm walking underneath these trees. So if you're walking here, that's why these people are probably running up here. It's perfectly cool. But when you're walking on the beach, there's no overhead to protect you. So I have to come out earlier. So don't y'all be alarmed if your notifications go off and it's me at 5 o'clock. I started to come out at 5 because I wanted to catch the sunrise, but I hadn't had my coffee yet. Try looking for castor oil. Okay, I'll look and see. Usually I can find all the oils. The only thing I have not been able to find is shea butter. I can use olive oil. My hair likes olive oil. I can find that anywhere. I can always find coconut oil, but my hair doesn't really like coconut oil. I'll look for the castor oil because, yes, I've used that before. Castor oil is a great sealant for me. Like, once I wash it, condition it, and throw that castor oil on top, yeah, it locks in that moisture for me. And then tie it down. I'll do that. Okay, make sure you have at least a pair of waterproof shoes. Yep. Maryland, that's a staple. You gotta have those. If I had to pick only one pair of shoes, I told you I would take my Tevas. That's what I'm wearing today. I would take those any day because they can act as shower shoes. You can hike in these joints. The only thing is, your toes out, so you gotta be careful. But other than that, my Tevas are my go-to. And then my Hokas. And then the other 2, just the white pair of little sandals and the flip-flops for the shower. or the beach. But I could really leave my flip-flops. The only thing about that is I don't like to, once your Tevas get wet, yeah, you got that wet strap on the top of your feet. They dry out quickly, but if I don't have to do it, I'll wear my shower shoes so that they're dry. I think I answered everybody's question. Speaking of phones, have you heard of Airalo app for SIM cards? No, I haven't. You have to tell me about that, y'all, because my whole tech piece, my whole tech life could use some attention. I have got to solve this problem of the drop-in signal. Because you just are never, I haven't been any place whose internet was as good as at home, my house. So a lot of times I'm working on, of course, wireless networks that are shared. There's always that security concern. So yeah, I need a way. I need some help. If you know something, please tell me. Just in case Essentials always have a backup. Yep, Travel Light. Y'all better listen to Marilyn. Marilyn being here dropping all the gems. Fresh deal. Shauna, you are hilarious. The packing for long-term travel. Did I miss anybody? I want to make sure I got everything. Silk will be easier. Yep, silk is easy. And I think not only is it lighter and easier, I think there's something about how tightly woven the fabric is that it prevents mites or bugs, from getting to you, because that's what you really are trying to protect yourself against. At least that's my concern when I'm in and out of, some hotels give you, a little more security. Like at Tia, I was not worried about that. First of all, ain't nobody coming over there renting them out every other day. You come there for a specific reason. I watched those people clean. I felt very confident, even though I still come behind them and wash my own cups and stuff, y'all. It's just that's never gonna change. I still use my Clorox wipes, because what's a black lady without her bleach? I almost had a whole hissy fit when I finally settled in Chiang Mai, y'all. Y'all don't remember I was looking for bleach? I was like, I ain't gonna be able to stay here with y'all. Y'all don't have no bleach. I found it though. So yeah, the silk is the thing. And I don't even know that it has to be like raw, silk, but it should be that silky material because of the way the weave is so tight. It insulates you from the bugs. But I learned that from, I told you, the ladies that do the Camino. They all take their silk sleeping bags. And y'all please check out Kia Reruns. Kia's channel is up. Kia just finished the Camino de Santiago. She walked, I don't know how many hundreds of miles. So please check out her channel. Who else is in the chat that has, we talked about Winsome. You gotta go check out Winsome. Anybody else got a YouTube channel in the chat? Please drop it if you do, so we can go and support you. Y'all, does anybody remember Miss Lolly? She's the older black lady who has a YouTube channel. And when this was last year, when I first met or became aware of Miss Lolly, she had like maybe 30, 40 subscribers, if that. And so we started subscribing. Me and Kathy, we started telling people, go see Miss Lolly. And I can't even tell you, Miss Lolly done changed the name of her channel, and she is doing classes, y'all. Miss Lolly got a business now. That wasn't even a year ago. And she has to be well into her 70s, at least 70. I don't want to say, because you never know, she might be 70, at least 60s, late 60s, whatever. Anyway, it's so wonderful to see how we can turn out and support each other. So check out, I'll see if I can find Lolly's channel, because she changed the name. And then our new friend, J Rock Adventures, he's a young black guy. I didn't even ask him how old he is, but he's young. You can, just from the look of his face, you could tell he's pretty young. He is traveling, I think he's in Southeast Asia. Hello. He's in Southeast Asia now. So y'all go support him. His channel, I don't know. I know he doesn't have 1,000 subscribers. I know he isn't monetized yet. So look at the coffee stand right there. Just coffee on the side of the street between two cars. Why not? You don't need no license. That's another thing, y'all, about Southeast Asia. You can come over here and start a business. You can start a business, right? I saw this last night. Okay, and this is the last thing because I have to go. I'm checking out these restaurants because I want to see where I'm going to have lunch. Oh, no, can't go near that music. Whoa, let me move. I know that's court. That's, gotta go. That's Twyla, the water song. I know they'll copyright my butt in the New York Minute. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to do a about face. So it's cute restaurants down there. Maybe I'll do lunch down there. So, yes. Okay, folks, I gotta go. I gotta go get my breakfast. I will see you all. I think I got everybody's question. If you got any other questions, let me know. Check out, yes, Kathy, Yvette Boone, you know the ladies. See, Marilyn knows. Our sister, Brown Girls Invest Too. She used to be Brown Girls Trade. Now she's Brown Girls Invest Too. That's D. She's in Guadalajara. Check her out. Lisa J. Stocks, I love her. I want to say Lisa's on the East Coast. She talks money talk. Yvette Boone of Yvette Boone Creates. Y'all, please go check out Yvette. Yvette's whole demeanor is so infectious. I could sit and there's something very calming about her. I could watch Yvette all day. And then Kathy Hampton does journaling in the morning. I used to journal with her when I lived on that side of the world. Now we're opposites. But you want to get your day started? Start it with Kathy. Kathy always has something inspirational. It's good medicine. And Alicia Renice, the artist, her music, and Marissa Price. That's all I got for today, y'all. Them are all my buddies. I think I done plugged all my buddies. If I left anybody off, please charge it to my head and not my heart. I will try tomorrow to, list and call the names of all of my sisters who are doing such great work. We talked about lifting as we climb from Dr. Kamani. That's if you're in a toxic work environment, Dr. Kamani will get you straight. She reminds me of Stephanie Perry in a little, because she'll slap you around real quick. Like you playing yourself. She's just honest and transparent, y'all. So much healing there. It was so much healing for me with those ladies. So, okay, on that note, I'm going right over here. This is the market. I'm going to go grab a few things to throw in my room just so I have them. Like this morning, I got to have my coffee and I didn't have cream. I had to call room service for cream. So I want my own cream in my refrigerator so I can have my coffee at 3 a.m. and not have to wait. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Marilyn, my sister, thank you for everything. I just love you. I appreciate y'all too. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, folks.